Good morning, world. Good morning, Earth. Good morning, Philippines. So, we are here today at F3 TV, and we have a special guest for today. Not one, not two, but three special guests to talk about a legal foundation of education. So, let us hear and welcome our first special guest for today, no other than Attorney Jumar D. Facturan, a member of Association of Corporate Counsel and Civil Rights Trial Lawyers Association. So good morning, Attorney Jumar, and welcome to F3 TV.
Okay, so good morning, If3 TV. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, welcome, Attorney Jumar. So, are you feeling good? Or I think Attorney Jumar is in outside world so that he is wearing his face mask. So, direct to the point, here in a democratic country like the Philippines, where the rule of law should be the order of the day. So, every aspect of society must be established and exercised in accordance with a specific law promulgated by duly constituted authorities for the common good of the people. So, here is my first question, so that we can have a meaningful talk about our topic for today, attorney.
Okay, legal basis of the Philippine educational system on Section 1, Article 9 of the 1987 Constitution provide that the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels shall take appropriate state to make such education accessible to all, and then so that the power of the provisions, this provision is based on the idea of universal education, and says that it is the responsibility of the state to provide quality education to all citizens. And of course, regardless of this, the socioeconomic status, it is also the duty of the states to make the quality education affordable, even to the less fortunate. And then the states through Congress has approved several laws to implement this provision.
Yes, Attorney Jumar, because I do believe that education is one of the vital aspect, and its establishment and exercises should be based on legal foundation. So, attorney, what other foundation can be basis of the said educational system? But after a short break.
Dandruff problem? Itchy hair? I know a solution. Use Guard shampoo. It has charcoal powder and it removes 100% of dandruff. So what are we waiting for? Buy and use it now, guys, for only affordable price.
So, welcome back to F3 TV. So, Attorney Jumar, go on for your answer.
The first one, which is the relevant education, provided in Section 2. So the state is mandated by the Constitution to provide an education system, which is that will meet the needs of the people. So the educational system shall also be from the elementary grades to the graduate level. And of course, the second one, which is the free public education, as subsection 2 of the section 2, that mandated to the state to maintain a system of free public education in the elementary and high school level. And then the third one, which is the scholarship programs. So provision of the section 2, subsection 3, government to launch the several scholarship, which is for the program for all the students, which is have loan program, and also the number 4, which is the non-formal, informal, and indigenous learning. Is also which is also part of the mandated program. And then for the number 5, which is the fifth one, which is the special education and adult education. And this paragraph that include on the fifth section, learning is also part of the mandated. And then the number 6, which is the optional religious instruction. On section 3, paragraph of 3, article number 9, it shows here the state power over educational institution. And then in the section 4 of the article number 9, it is the public school based on educational progress. So number 1, all public school are under state control, and the state through the DepEd culture and sports. And then the number 9, which is the regional and sectoral needs. In this section, number 1 says that the state shall take into the account region and sectoral needs and condition, and shall be encouraged local planning in the development of educational policies and program. And then the number 10, the academic freedom, which is spelled out in section number 5, article number 2. It says that shall enjoyed in all institution of higher learning at the tertiary level and as defined in section number 13, which is the Batas Pambansa. Bilang 232-11, the right of citizens to appropriation under section number 5, which is under number 12, which is the right of the teachers and to professional growth. And then this means that the state is mandated by the Constitution to enhance the right of the teacher to which is to academic advancement, and that the last but not the least, which is the highest budgetary priority to education, as mandated to the section number 5, higher budgetary allocation to education, and ensure that the teaching will attack and retain it's the rightful to share of best available talent through adequate remuneration and other means of the job satisfaction and fulfillment.
Wow, it's very long but well explained, Attorney Jumar. My nose is slightly bleeding for that. Now I know the essence of how the education is very important. And this foundation is very broad and with a big scope to learn and understand it better. So children, study hard because education is very important to oneself. So thank you, Attorney Jumar, for being with us today and for that wide, elaborative explanation for our topic for today. I hope and I pray that you enjoyed here at F3TV.
You're welcome, Ms. Dixie, and thank you also for having me here at F3 TV. So God bless and stay safe, everyone.
So now, let's all welcome our second guest for today, no other than Attorney April Joy Gapo, a member of Association of Corporate Counsel and Civil Rights Trial Lawyers Association. So good morning, Attorney April. Welcome to F3 TV. Now, Attorney April will explain to us the Batas Pambansa bilang 232. So, Attorney, can you explain to us what this Batas Pambansa bilang 232 is?
Alright, Ms. Dixie. The Batas Pambansa bilang 232 provides for the establishment and maintenance of an integrated system of education. In accordance with Section 2 of the Constitution, so it means it has also a wide scope to elaborate. But here are some national development goals provided. So number 1, achieve and maintain an accelerated rate of economic development and social progress, and so on. It is also a state in Section 3 that state shall promote the rights of every individual to relevant quality educations regardless of sex, age, creed, and socioeconomic status, physical and mental conditions. Right of parents and children. Batas Pambansa bilang 232 also provides for the rights of parents with children enrolled in schools that the rights to organize by themselves in or with teachers for the purpose of following a forum for the discussion of matters relating to the school programs and for ensuring the full cooperation of parents and teachers in the formulation of efficient implementation of such programs. On the other hand, children enrolled in school shall have the rights to receive competent instruction relevant to quality education. Also, the rights to freely choose their fields of study subject to existing curricula and continue their course up to graduation, except in cases of academic deficiency or violation of disciplinary regulations and so on and so forth. Rights of all schools personnel under Section 10 mandates the rights of those employed by a school, the rights to free expression of opinion and suggestions, also the rights to establish, join, or maintain a labor organization of their choose to promote their welfare and defend their interests, and so on and so forth.
Wow, Attorney April, the scope of this Batas Pambansa bilang 232 is very wide, and honestly, it is very hard for me to understand in just a blink of an eye. But we should learn and understand it because it has a big help to us. So there are some rights that is also included to it, Attorney April.
Yes, Miss Dixie, it has some rights that are includes such as the rights of administrators and schools provided in Section 13 that the rights of their governing board to adopt and enforce administrative or management system, also the rights to institutions of higher learning to determine on academic grounds who shall be admitted to study or teach and what shall be the subject of study and research, and there's a lot more.
Wow, there's a lot of rights, but we are glad, Attorney, that you elaborate some of it. So we have gained knowledge to it. So, Attorney April, there's more to explain to us, but after a short break.
Babangon tayo, susulong tayo.
Magbabanat ng buto, todo-todong pagkakayo. Tanim na kape ay ibiho, sa tulong nyo di susuko.
Babangon tayo, susulong tayo.
Dahil ang pagbangon nating ito, ang gising sa pangarap mo. Bangon tayo,
Susulong tayo. Babangon tayo.
So, welcome back to F3 TV. So, go on, Attorney April.
Yes, sure, Miss Dixie. Thank you for having me here at FBTV. More power to your show and stay safe. God bless. Bye-bye.
Wow, I'm so impressed and happy to our special guest for today. But wait, there's more to join us and give us a knowledge about this legal foundation of education. So let us all welcome our last but not the least special guest for today, no other than Attorney Rose Shane Libara, a member of Civil Rights Trial Lawyers Association and National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyer. So, welcome Attorney Rose to F3 TV.
Thank you also, Ms. Dixie, for having me here at F3 TV.
So now, Attorney Rose, can you give us and explain to us the other legal basis of the foundation of education?
Yes, Ms. Dixie, I will. So, acts, decrees, and orders make up other legal bases on which the Philippine educational system is founded. Act number 74, the law was enacted on January 21, 1901 by the Philippine Commission. It provides for the establishment of the Department of Public Instruction, headed by the General Superintendent and etc. Act number 1870, which enacted on June 18, 1908. This law provided for the founding of the University of the Philippines, or UP, giving it a corporate existence and providing for the Board of Regents. Act number 2706, which known as the Private School Law. This law was enacted on March 10, 1917 by the Philippine Legislature, and this law was amended by Commonwealth Act number 180, passed on November 13, 1936.
Thank you for that, Attorney Rose, for the different acts. Now, what's more on the other legal basis of foundation of education?
Commonwealth Act number 1, also known as the National Defense Act, passed by the Philippine Assembly on December 21, 1935, provided in Section 81 that preparatory military training shall begin with the youth in the elementary grade school at the age of 10 years old and shall extend through the remainder of his schooling into college or university, and etc. Commonwealth Act number 80, this law created the Office of Adult Education on October 26, 1936. Commonwealth Act number 578, enacted on June 8, 1940. This act also provided a penalty of imprisonment ranging from 6 months and 1 day to 6 years, and a fine ranging from 500 to 1,000 pesos upon any person found guilty of assaulting teaching personnel. Commonwealth Act number 586, also known as Education Act of 1940, this law was approved on August 7, 1940 by the Philippine Assembly. Commonwealth Act number 589, this law was approved on August 19, 1940. It established school ritual in all public and private elementary and secondary schools in the Philippines.
Wow, there are so many acts and decrees included on the other legal basis, Attorney Rose. So what's next, Attorney?
Yes, Miss Dixie, there are such a lot of acts, decrees, and many more. So next is those Republic Act included to it. First, Republic Act number 137. Enacted on June 14, 1947, this law created the Board of Textbooks. Second Republic Act number 896, enacted on June 20, 1953, and known as the Elementary Education Act of 1953. This law repealed Commonwealth Act 586. Third Republic Act, approved on June 16, 1954. This law was created the Board of National Education, which is charged with the duty of formulating general education policies and directing educational interesting of the nation. Fourth Republic Act number 1265, approved on June 11, 1955. This law provided that a daily flag ceremony shall be compulsory in all education institutions. Fifth Republic Act number 1425, approved on June 12, 1956. This law prescribed the inclusion of a course of life, works, and writing of Dr. Jose Rizal in the curricula of all public and private schools. Sixth Republic Act number 4670, known as the Magna Carta of Public School Teacher. This law was approved on June 18, 1966. Seventh Republic Act number 1079, approved on June 15, 1959. This law provided that civil service eligibility shall be permanent and shall be valid throughout a person's lifetime. 8th Republic Act number 6655, this law known as the Free Public Secondary Education Act of 1988 was approved on May 26, 1988. 9th Republic Act number 6728, this law known as the Act providing government assistance to students and teachers in private education was approved on June 10, 1989. 10th Republic Act number 7722, this law was approved on May 18, 1994, creating the Commission on Higher Education or CHED, composed of a chairperson and 4 committees.
Wow, there are a lot of RA, Republic Act, but it's very useful and helpful for us, so we will be back after a short break.
Ambal nila na sobrahan ko no kakulot akong buhok.
Gambal sa lang ang buang ko no.
Lalaki ka ba? Bakit sobrang ikli? Buhok na ako. Buhok ko.
Buhok na ko.
Buhok ko.
Buhok ko. Buhok ko.
Hambal ko.
Welcome back to F3 TV. So, continue, Attorney Rose.
Philippine Act number 7743, this law approved on June 17, 1994, provide for the establishment of public libraries and reading centers in every barangay and municipality in the 12th Republic Act number 7784. This law is known as the Act of Strengthening Teachers' Education by establishing centers of excellence, creating a Teachers' Education Council for the purpose, appropriating funds therefore, and for other purposes. It was approved on August 4, 1994. 13th Republic Act number 7796. This law was approved on August 25, 1994, creating the Technical Education Skills Development Authority or TESDA. 14th Republic Act number 7836. This law was approved on December 16, 1994 and is known as Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act of 1994. But not the least, Republic Act number 7877, known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995, approved on February 14, 1995.
Wow, attorney. I think I have 1, 2, 3. But thank you for that.
But wait, there's more, Miss Dixie. But I will make it short because if I will tell one by one, I think it is the 24 hours portion already. Executive orders such as Executive Order number 27 and 189 is included presidential decrees number 146, 451, 688, 907, and 1006 and 1139 is included. Department orders number 1 series of 1973, number 25 series of 1974 is also included. MSC order number 22 series of 1978, number 34 series of 1980, number 57 series of 1981, number 44, series of 1983, which is also included. Dex Order, number 49, series of 1992, number 30, series of 1993, and number 38, series of 1994 are also included in the other legal basis foundation of education. So that's all, Ms. Dixie.
Thank you, Attorney Rose, for such a wonderful and meaningful explanation about what we tackled for today. I hope you enjoyed the show.
My pleasure, and thank you also for having me here. It's such a funny and wonderful experience. I hope you understand those topics for today. God bless and stay safe, everyone.
So thank you for our 3 special guests for today, Attorney Jomar D. Facturan, Attorney April Joy Gabo, and Attorney Rose Shane Libara in our episode for today here at F3 TV. Stay safe, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.